summer, but looking forward to a weekend cool front that should feel pretty nice. Humidity coming way down to some of the driest levels that we've had so far this fall. And since, I guess, this spring, it's been a while, of course. We do have blue skies. We have a few clouds. Our temperatures well into the 80s. Our feels like temperatures almost across the area in the 90s, though, with that mugginess. And our live radar as of right now at noon at 12:16, we have just one shower right over Franklinton and one right over Amite. So two showers that have popped up. These are going to be gently drifting off to the south, and we do expect a few more of them. So we have a 20 or 30% chance of rain. Looks like possibly mostly north of the lake today. A few clouds and those highs in the lower 90s. And then tonight we're back in the upper 60s north of the lake and 70s south. Checking it out with precision cast, you can see this is by 3 and 4 p.m. Some spotty showers, so you could get one of those today, maybe crossing the lake by this evening, but probably dying out as we lose daytime heating. That kind of summery setup where the heat helps the showers to form is happening today. But here comes the front. It's going to get a push to the south as we head through Thursday and into Friday. So by Friday night, it'll be well south of our coast, and that humidity will be coming down, and even temperatures a little bit moving down this weekend. So our dew point forecast, remember, dew points in the 70s, muggy and kind of hot feeling through this afternoon. But look at tomorrow. Through the day Thursday, humidity starts to fall a bit. Dew point temperatures in the 60s by the evening. And then look at Friday and Saturday. We get that extra reinforcing shot of dry air from the north and northeast. And that'll bring dew point temperatures down into the 50s. And just remember, when we talk about the dew point temperatures, muggy in the 70s, still kind of humid, but better in the 60s. And when you get into the 50s, like we're expecting this weekend, it starts to feel really pleasant. For tomorrow evening's two-lane game, it'll be right on the edge of getting that drier air starting to work in. So kind of warm at 6:30, 82 degrees, and turning a little less humid, not quite as muggy as what we're seeing today, but also not quite as dry as we'll see Friday and especially this weekend. Look at this weekend forecast. I'm so excited about it. If you're north of the lake, you might hit the upper 50s. South of Lake Pontchartrain, we're waking up to middle 60s, lots of sun and that dry feel to the air, and temperatures still warm in the afternoon in the 80s, but really pleasant, especially for the mornings and evenings. Glancing back really quickly, we have had a beautiful full moon the past couple of nights, officially full 2 nights ago, but this one was from last night from Brian Lucas, retired WWL TV photographer. Really nice kind of moody Halloween almost looking shots there. Looking in the tropics, we have Tropical Storm Jerry. This is still a tropical storm, but winds have been coming up. 60-mile-per-hour winds now and some higher gusts. We're expecting it to get somewhat close by Thursday to the northern Leeward Islands and then take that curve off to the north, perhaps as a hurricane by late this week or over the weekend, and might actually pass to the east this time of the island of Bermuda. So really just staying way out there in the ocean. We've also been watching a little low pressure in the Bay of Campeche, low chance of development and tracking it here. This is moving into Mexico, so nothing expected as far as organization of the system, just some rain over there for Mexico. Looking into the weekend and into early next week, models have been indicating some low pressure off the coast of the eastern U.S., so we'll keep our eye on that. Right now, it's not highlighted for any special watching from the National Hurricane Center, but we'll see what happens as that takes shape. But for us, we continue with no threats across the Gulf with that big front moving in this weekend. Not the biggest front, but a front moving in this weekend. So looking very pleasant as we head through the weekend. Even early next week, we continue with the sunshine, fairly comfortable mornings, and our temperature is probably warming up by Tuesday, but still not extremely humid. So I hope you enjoy this weekend. It should feel really nice.
Thank you, Alex. It is a haunted attraction.